truth and arguments and wizardry. I'm obsessed. Ironically, there's a spell to make you not see the spells. That's why they call it rhetoric. You know, the art of persuasion. That's the art of saying words that make people do your bidding that aren't true. That's all that is. I'm doing this to arm you because it's everywhere now. And when I was a kid, people, yes meant yes, no meant no, a lot more than it does today. So when I say, listen, Jews aren't all wizards. Like what I just told you is Jews are wizards, except I got to keep the moral high ground and not be called anti-Semitic. And I actually look good and virtuous and Me Too moment. It's how it's done. It's how you transmit an idea while at the same time making yourself look like the exact opposite. Because high level slavery is mental. You know, the chain stuff was bad branding. So Peterson, when he says, he goes, when you want to know what someone thinks about you, shut up, listen, don't say a word. They will reveal everything you need to know about them. Just be quiet and listen. And you want to know what that is? That's basic magic, guys. He's getting the crowd to shut up and listen to him. He invented a fake scenario. If you want to know what people think about you, you shut up. No, then they walk away and do other shit. That's retarded advice. He set up a situation where he could scream, shut up, listen, shut up. Like scream it. And the audience doesn't know that he's talking to them. And then they follow orders. They don't say a word. They listen to every word he says. And he still has the moral high ground because he framed it in a way where he was helping people. If you want to know what your family really thinks of you, you shut up and you give them money. It's like we react to words. Joe Rogan tried to give me a scarcity spell. And this is one of the most annoying spells out there, because Joe Rogan isn't evil. He's not Jimmy Savile. But he's like, you know, you got to hold. And I know that he was trying to be paternal to me, but he was being paternal to me with black magic. And I don't appreciate that. But he was trying to like help me and like give me pointers. And I'm almost like Bane. I'm like, I was born in darkness. Like my dad used to make me argue the other side of impossible arguments when I was 5. You think I need Twitter advice, Joe? So anyway, he was like, you post too much. You know, you do too many videos. You're so fucking talented, man. You gotta pull it back and just every now and then, you know, make people wait for it and want it. I'm like, scarcity spell. I didn't say that out of respect, but I'm like, that's a scarcity spell. That De Beers made that. I mean, De Beers mastered the scarcity spell. There's warehouses of diamonds. Warehouses, they're pointless. They're meaningless. Diamonds have no value whatsoever. And they're not all Jews who do this, but they have warehouses of diamonds just to keep the value up. That's a spell. That's black magic. I will never do that. I've now done, 5 specials in a year? People that are like, you got to space them out, make them an event. No, I do it as soon as I want to and when it's right. And when people want more comedy. And I'm going to make and create as much as I possibly can before I die so that my message will live on in my art. And if you think that I'm going to hold back some thoughts or ideas or videos for 3 months so I can build up my sales and people think that I'm that's a scarcity spell. I'll give you another example of a scarcity spell. Third Eye Blind, right? Amy loved Third Eye Blind when we first started dating, and they came to this to LA to this like smaller place, and I was still at CAA, so I could get free tickets to anything, and I blew her fucking mind with some Third Eye Blind tickets. And I go to the show. I couldn't stop laughing. This is why I can't go to shit like this. So the guy doesn't show his face. He's like, I wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend. And all the girls and gay homos are like, show me your face. Why won't he show it? And he's like, part-time, all the lines of you. And everyone's like, and then finally he's like, did I graduate? And everyone's like, and I'm like, scarcity spells exist when someone knows they have nothing to offer. If you need to do that, you suck. I might be wrong, but I'm not lying. I'm not trying to hurt anybody, and I will attack monsters. I'll call shit out, and I will use tactics that sometimes seem petty. Like if I just start calling people retards, it's a tactic, guys. And I'll see you guys fall for tactics where it's like, well, I just think he's lost his mind, and okay, here's a perfect one. Listen, I'm a huge fan of his, and I've been a fan for a long time, and I love that he stands up, but he's really went off the deep end, right? There's no meaning in that. That's a spell, probably a bot. That's not even a human being saying that. That's a generic way of doing in-group, out-group. You say in-group, listen, I also love him. But I'm worried about him, right? And then people fall for it because they're like, oh, you're also a bear? Yeah, and lately I guess he has been a little intense. I'm always intense.